Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Kev. We're back here with another My Team video. And as I can tell by the title, we're just going to be, ranting this video, going over things we think that 2K23 should bring back or have that 2K22 doesn't or needs fixing. So grab your popcorn. This is going to be a lengthy video. We got a lot to cover. And without further ado, let's get into it. All right, let's get it. So to start off our list for the improvements to 2K23, we're going to start with My Career first. So My Career is, as y'all know, it's one of the most popular modes. It has been for years for 2K. But number one is badge removal. So there are some issues with the badges in My Career. And I mean, it's like, y'all know, bro. Like, why do I need a badge to make me catch the ball? I have Giannis, Michael Jordan, Yao Ming. People have in-game cards. Why did Kobe Bryant, like Shaq? Why do we need a badge to catch the card? Like, I thought glue hands was one of the worst, not glue hands, but bailout. I'll get to that in a second. Like, I just don't get it. Like, it should be some things that we just don't need. Like, I shouldn't need a badge to catch the ball, or I mean, bailout. I feel like is the worst badge they've ever added, because bailout increases bad play. It increases you wanting to shoot a bad shot so you can get a bailout and not shoot that bad shot anymore. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like we have too many badges that just do irrelevant things, and I feel like there's badges we have we need that we don't have. Like for defense, God, defense has been getting killed every single year in 2K. Like defense just isn't rewarded. Like, as y'all know, with blocks this year especially, if you block somebody, they will more than likely 8 times out of 10 get the ball right back and score. And it's like, what's the point of me getting a block, 2K, if you're going to give the offense the ball right back? Like, I might as well just let them score if you're going to let them score anyways. Like, I might as well let them score so I have more time on the clock to score when I want to. Like, I don't know. That's something else I've never understood with 2K. It's just how you can block somebody and they will get the ball quicker than you. So on to the next thing with the part. It's the spin wheel. So the spin wheel prizes are just terrible. Like, I shouldn't be getting 200 VC, 300 VC, a My Court item. Now, I mean, I get having free tattoos, free shoes, free NBA store items. So those okay are good. But like, what is the point of me getting 50 VC, a few hundred VC? Like, I can't do nothing with that. And so I still don't understand why 2K has those very weak ass prizes. I can't even call them prizes, just rewards on the board. Like, you can't do anything with half the stuff on there. The Gatorade boost, that's all good. The skill boost, all that stuff's good. Like I said, the free clothes, free tattoos, okay, now we're getting somewhere. But My Court items, a My Court badge, like, I don't know. Can I get more My Team items? Maybe I'll play My Team and Park. Like, can I get My Team items? Can I get more like double VC for the next hour, or double rep for the next hour or two? Like, maybe a double XP coin, something like that. Or can I get a free level up, something like that? Maybe on the gold or enhanced spin wheel, I get one free level up. Like, so if I'm level 39 and I'm 1 away from 40, I can use that and get the 40 for free. Like, maybe something like that. Like, it's just a cool idea that 2K can do to add to the game, make the game more interesting. And on to the next, just park in general. So I know 2K18 or 2K19 and 20, a lot of the 2K community complained about the park being, too small, being just a block. And I'll finish my thought when we get back. A lot of people complained about, for 19 and 20, the park being the exact same block, same exact layout. Like 2K copy and paste it like they do almost every year, the park. Okay, so I didn't play 21 because I had to take a year break from 2K. It was just so bad. But now in 22 we have the yacht. So now we have different floors. Like, I think it's 6 floors with different places to go, different rec places, going to the lobby, going down to the like the outside places you can go shopping and stuff. Okay, but it's like now, and I didn't understand this either, but it was like a challenge to get fast travel. Like, it was a challenge to choose where you spawn. You had to run 26 miles in the game just to choose where you want to spawn. It's like, why is it not given to me off rip? Like, especially in 2K19 and 20, why do I have to get unlock a spawn location for this tiny ass block? Like, so I definitely think 2K has to figure out how to give us the best of both worlds, because now, because we don't have fast travel, I have to legit spawn in the middle of the yacht and then run over to the elevators, load all the way downstairs, and then run all the way over to the wreck, or over to the shopping, or over to the spin room. Like, I shouldn't have to spend more time running around than actually doing my objective, like, unless I'm doing objectives when I have to run around and talk to a lot of people. But you get what I'm saying? If my goal is to go spin the spin wheel, it shouldn't take me more time to get to the spin wheel than to actually spin the spin wheel. Like, it's a video game for a reason. Like, video games are meant to be fun, and especially, you know, 2K already has long loading screens, and you have multiple players you have to load into. Like, I should be able to get to where I want to quickly and get what I want done quickly. That's why I said 2K has to find the balance. Give us a big park or a big neighborhood, but give us the option off rip to fast travel or to just load somewhere. Like, it brings me my next thing. So just animations in general. So as y'all know, the animations are just getting weirder and weirder every year with 2K. Like, and one of my biggest problems is that in 2K19 and 20, the Euros, I don't know if y'all use Euros acrobatic layups a lot, but those are like perfect. Like, they were fluid and perfect, and they were very effective because of just how smooth they were. Like, they were very consistent. And it's like, like I said, I didn't play 2K21, but it's like all of a sudden 2K22, you do a Euro and like it's so animated. Like, your player will travel doing the Euro because they have to stop, then start the animation, and then do the actual animation. Like, I'll show y'all on the next possession. But it's like, it's just so animated and so unsmooth, and it's just so weird looking. Like, and again, that's something I don't know why somebody at 2K touched. Like, who at 2K said, you know what, we need to change the animations, we need to change the Euros. Like, that was literally perfect in my opinion. Let's see if I can do it. Okay, that was somewhat smooth. But like, I don't know if y'all seen the animation where your player like stop and then does a travel just to get his Euro off. Like, it makes no sense. And also the left right stuff. Like, again, it's like, I don't understand how 2K developers don't know this stuff is in the game, or don't release the game. They release the game with this stuff in the game. Like, I get it, it's a video game, but this is my thing with 2K. 2K chooses what they want to make realistic and what they don't want to make realistic. So the left to right, you can dribble out the entire shot clock for 20 seconds, spamming dribble moves, holding turbo, and not be tired and green the shot, and not be penalized for doing that. But I can't catch the ball cleanly without having gold or silver glue hands. Like, again, that's what I'm saying. 2K chooses what they want to be realistic with. Like, just like how if I get a block, the offense gets the ball back. That's not realistic at all. But 2K picks and chooses what they want to be realistic with. On to the next. Now we're talking about the level up reward. So just leveling up. This is still my team. No, not my team. Excuse me. Still my career. But just when you level up. So I mean, like I said, this year I was gonna play a lot of park, but after a while, like, my goal was to hit level 40 this year in park. But after just a while and seeing the rewards, level 40 rewards, it's like, why would I want that? Like, I can't remember what season it was, but somebody got a freaking parrot. Yeah, they got a talking parrot for level 40. It's like, I played the game, and I don't know how many hours. I don't know the actual analytics on it. I don't know how many hours it takes to hit level 40 this year. But it's like, I played, say, 3 weeks worth of the game, or 2 weeks worth of the game, 14 days worth of the game, for hours a day to get a freaking animated parrot that talks. Like, give me something that enhances my gameplay. Which is how this season, it's freaking Devin Booker. Like, if I wanted to look like an NBA player, I would do an NBA player face scan and then go buy the NBA player's jersey or get a custom jersey and do it. Like, that reward is so terrible. And I mean, I will say you can level up like 1 through 20 very easily in the park, so that's no issue at all. But it's just like, the rewards for leveling up are just so bad. Like for example, now I know I didn't really start playing my team till, I'd say, really this year is probably the most I played it. But like, what if you give park people who don't even play my team or might not play my team rewards, and it's like, so you're giving me something that I'm not even gonna use. Like, or just how I know this, I'm pretty sure this was the first year 2K implemented like sleeves that gave you upgrades, like +1 to dribbling, and like, that's a good idea, but +1, like, again, why is 2K being so stingy with the good rewards? Like, I don't know. And then even when you get to the end of the rewards, like level 40, you get a parrot, or you get a Devin Booker scan, or you get a knight in shining armor. Like, it's just bad, man. I've ever since they implemented the 99 overall system, how once you hit 95, you win, you go up. I wish they would have changed that. And I mean, again, the system is a good idea, but you can, and y'all know this, you can play for hours and win every game and barely move up. Say you start off at 95.0 or 97.0. You can play for hours and barely lose, and you start off at 97.0, and by the end of those hours, you won't even be 97.5. but you won more than 5 games. But you can lose a game, especially in rec. You can lose a game and drop instantly. And it's just like, especially with threes, it's really hard with threes because you have to get 99.9 performance every time to consistently level up. That's a lot of people play twos. Because the guards are going to do all the scoring and dribbling and assisting. The bigs is going to rebound and play defense, which, I mean, it's a good system. It's a good system they have for that. But it's like, if I'm playing for hours, why am I not rewarded for it? And it's just so frustrating, man. Like, that's something that needs to be looked at. And it's also like in threes, it's realistic. We can't all get 99.9. If I got a big man and I've got 2 guards who can score, we realistically all can't get 99.9 just because there's not enough points to score in the game, and yada yada yada. Like, we can't all do that. Yet we're expected to. Like, I don't know. I can't stress it enough how annoying it is to play for hours in the park and barely move up, but you lose a game or two, and you drop, or you lag out of a game and you drop. Like, I remember, I think it was 2K20, you lag out of a game, you drop like 0.3, 0.4, that's like 4 games of 99.9. All right, something else that I think should be changed is, I mean, like me and my friend Corey, we talk about this stuff for years, but a good idea that I'm surprised 2K is not implementing it is the streaking idea. I mean, they can even do it in rec, but if I'm on the park and y'all, I mean, I do like how the whole park can see your streak. It rewards you and says, hey, look at this team, they're winning. But if I'm on a streak, if I'm on a 5-game, whenever the court gets on fire, 3-game, 5-game streak, can I get more rewards for keeping my streak alive? Like, can I get double VC or times and a half VC for every streak win I hit, or time and a half rep for every, like, you get what I'm saying? Can I get more rewards for dominating the park, whether it's on 2s, 3s, or even in the rec? If you keep the same team in the rec, like we do, we play with the same crew almost every game. If we win in back-to-back rec games with the same team, can we get more rewards for that? Like, I can't believe 2K hasn't implemented that yet, where if you're on a 10-game streak, you get time and a half VC every game, time and a half rep for every game, or you get, I don't know, like it's you just get something more than just the regular old VC and rep for streaking. Like, it's insane, man. Like, or something else I wish they did too is, say court A and court B, those are 2 separate teams who are streaking, both on a 5-game. Obviously, you know, neither team wants to hop off to go play the other because they don't want to lose their streak. 2K should make a way where, say we go on our phones, we can go on our phones and agree to play with each other on our phones, and we would just load to a court in the park. Just load to a court in the park, and we play both teams of both streaks played. And the winner of that team, obviously the streak goes, save us on 5, it increases to 6, and the loser, the streak is over. But like, a lot of people don't even want to play each other with streaks. The two best teams apart might not even play each other because they don't want to hop off the court and lose their streaks. Like, and then again, it's like, what's the point of streaking if I'm not going to get any major rewards for it, like 2 times VC or 2 times rep, and I can streak for hours in the park, lose 3 games, and my overall is back to where I started 3 hours ago. So it's like, I can't believe 2K hasn't changed the streak system yet. On to the next, we got bring back crew clothes. So I don't know if y'all remember, in 2K20 you could make a crew in the park, a 3v3 crew. It wasn't really programmed, it was just called the crew, and y'all could have custom clothes. I remember me and my friends used to do that all the time. It was the funnest thing ever. Like, obviously, you know, you don't make anything offensive on it, but you could have custom clothes with your face on them, which maybe y'all have like a group name y'all go by, maybe make it after your favorite movie, your favorite whatever, like how we call ourselves the Avengers. But like, bring that back again. Who at 2K said, you know what, let's take out crew clothes, let's take out the option for our users to customize them and their friends. Like, I just never understood that. And then this is not the last thing, it was one of the last things, but just events. Like, I don't think I've seen Park After Dark at all this year. And Park After Dark, some people love it, some people hate it. It is kind of hard on the eyes. I've seen Court Conqueror, but like, these events should be more frequent. Every 2 weeks or every week, really, I should be getting a new event. Dime Time, Dunk Fest, a 3-point event, block, steals, defense event, like Park After Dark, Court Conqueror. What's some other basketball gods, the formula, like, and they can implement crazy more events too. But it's just like, I feel like it was rare this year when I went to the park and there was an event going on. Like, I feel like it was just rare, and it shouldn't be. I should be playing new and fresh events every week, man. Like, every week I should be getting a new and fresh event. Also, something else too, just with the park, 2K should make it easier for me to join my friends in the park. Just like if I want to go to the rec, I shouldn't have to again load up in the middle of the park, run over to the doors, middle of the yacht, whatever 2K decides to do next year, middle of the yacht, run over to the elevator, then load downstairs, then load over to the rec, or run over to the rec, and then manually invite or manually have my friends join one by one. Like, it should be a quicker way to do all of that. And we're gonna play another game, obviously, so we'll continue this list. This whole game was strictly about my career. All right, and it's like, I feel like every year, I mean, especially when people go in 2K, like 2K, that's how they start making their money, was the my career mode, make your own player and have them play in the NBA. And it's like, it's still one of the most popular modes, but it just has so many issues and so many things that it's just like, how has this not been fixed yet? Like, I don't know, man. I'm curious to see what 2K is gonna do next year for as far as neighborhood. Now, I plan on getting a PS5 before 2K23, so I'll be on next gen. And I don't know. I think I might just keep this just as a Netflix thing in my room. But it's just like, I'm curious to see what 2K is gonna do next year for the neighborhood. You know, 2K23, you can get it for at the most $150. If I'm paying that much for a game, I hope it's gonna be good. I hope it's gonna be a pretty much finished product when it comes out. That's another thing with 2K2. It's like 2K will release an unfinished game. Well, 2K will do a lot of things. 2K will release the unfinished game. They will copy and paste the same game from the year before. But they release the unreleased game, and then people will play an unreleased game and have to complain about it. And 2K will say, okay, well, we need to fix this and this now. Like, no, take the time and get it fixed right the first time. Like, and that's why, you know, people have thrown the idea out at 2K that 2K should make the game free and not have any more yearly releases, because with yearly releases, like, you put the pressure on, because you really have about a 4 to 5 month window before you have to really start focusing on the next game. Like, I mean, obviously with the first month of 2K23, they're not already making 2K24, but it's in the back of their mind after a few months, like, all right, now we got to start putting some of our energy and time and effort to the next 2K. Like, we're getting, you know what I'm saying? And that's a big issue, like, because when they copy and paste so much, maybe it's, well, you know, they're in month 8 out of 12. Well, you know, we don't have to really focus on the next 2K because we're just going to copy and paste everything. Like, but if 2K made stop doing yearly releases, and they did kind of a Fortnite Warzone thing where it's a free game and you can pay for in-game, you know, microtransactions. If they made it a free game and stopped worrying about getting it out every year, just had roster updates, 2K could be a lot better. Like, just because there's no rush now. The only thing they have to do now is just put in new players. They don't have to try to make a completely new game every year and make it fun every year. They can just put in new animations, new players, and call it a day. New events, stuff like that, new ideas. Like, but the game itself is the same. They can update the courts, update the look of the game, update the graphics. Just like what GTA's been doing for years. Like, people still play GTA. People still play Minecraft. It's one game that got released a long time ago and has just been getting updated since. Like, so yeah, it's like, I don't know. That's a frustrating thing too. Like, you pay that money every year for a game that's not even finished. Just like how in 2K, was it 19 or 20, where you could push people in the park, or I think it was 2K20 when the behind the back was there. Like, people were literally sliding across the entire 3-point line, doing the behind the back. Like, but please let me know down in y'all comments what are things y'all wish 2K23 would bring in that either no 2K has done before or bring back from old 2Ks. Like, I feel like I've covered a lot, at least just with the park stuff. We're gonna get on the My Team stuff, you know, later on. But it's just like, I don't know, man. It's so frustrating with 2K sometimes. It feels like they don't care. And the thing with 2K is, I mean, 2K is obviously a monopoly with basketball video games. But 2K, you can't use the excuse of, well, you know, if the game's free, then people were gonna lose money. Because Fortnite has been making money for years. Same with Warzone. Like, they've surpassed all the money and they have free games, so you can't use that excuse there. Alright, so now we're on to the My Team stuff. So here's some of the improvements 2K I think should make for My Team. Number one, starting off with the level 40 reward. So y'all know, y'all have watched my videos, y'all have heard that one of my biggest gripes with My Team is that, okay, so obviously you can get to level 10, and I mean in literally 20 minutes. And you can get to level 5 in one game, one triple threat online game. But so it's out of 150 the entire XP, but as y'all know, like I said before, you don't get halfway until you hit level 35. So I'm 5 levels away from getting level 40, right? 35 to 40. But technically, because the XP, I'm halfway there. So why do I go through 35 out of 40 levels, 90% of my challenge, but in reality, I'm only halfway there? Like, again, 2K has got to fix that. Like, I mean, you see it. You can see the numbers just start jumping from 3K, then it gets up to about, 4K, 5K, 6K, 7K, 8K, 10K, and then it just starts climbing and climbing 20K. Like this right here from 39 to 40. I mean, that's 20K XP. Hell, let's see, that's 20K XP. That's 26 levels. That's about 26 levels. So for me to go to 39 to 40, that is 26 levels XP wise. Like, again, who at 2K, the idea was good, but the execution is terrible. I should not have to get to 35 out of 40, but technically be halfway there to 40. On to the next, the TTO ball drop. So this right here, I feel like was a good idea. The 100. This was a good idea, I feel like, but as y'all know, you can win several games in a row. Like, as you see, I'm almost at the top of the board, and lose one game and be reset. Like, again, and it's just such a time waster for me to spend about an hour, maybe hours, winning and stressing and sweating, playing as hard as I can to get the win, and I lose 1 or 2 games and I'm back to the bottom. Like, and even then, I mean, you can see the rewards up here. The rewards are like, best player up there is probably the Invincible Ginobili, but like, I got 10 tokens up there. I got freaking a diamond pack. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, the bottom board is worse. 250 VC MT, 1 token, a basketball pack. Like, 2K should put more prizes in here, especially for lower level, because it takes so long. Like, that's just what I think. Theme cards. On to the next. Y'all know I've talked about before, especially with in-game cards. In-game cards, the idea was good, but it's just like, I get it. We're at the end of 2K 2022 here, so it's a little different. But like, literally all these cards are the exact same. They're different player models, but they are the exact same. Most of these cards have 1 of 3 jump shots, 1 of 2 behind the backs, 1 of 3 size ups, 1 of 3 dunks, 1 of 2, dribble moves. Like, all these cards are the same. The difference is just the player. But this Kobe probably has the same animation as this T-Mac. This Magic has the same animation as this Kobe. Like, you get what I'm saying? They all have set shot 25, tray escape, tray leaner, yada yada yada. Like, and so like, the idea is good. These cards are, at the end of 2K, these cards are very overpowered. But when all these cards are literally the same, animation wise, it's like, it's boring to play against. Like, I don't want to play. Like, imagine, say I have 10 of these cards in the game. Yeah, it'll be fun, but if I have 10 of these on my team, I'm pretty much playing with 10 of the same players. The players just vary in size. The only difference is their size. Like, that's not fun to me at all. That's not fun to me at all, to have cards that are all, the same exact animations, the same exact play style. And then back to the, on to the next, back to the level 40 rewards. It's just the actual rewards level 40. So again, okay, so you give us a free Invincible to start off this season for not even doing nothing. Obviously, this Invincible is probably the worst Invincible out of all of them. He's small. His size, just the biggest thing holding him back. Like, you can't play with a guard that's 6 foot. Like, you just can't. And it's like look at some of these rewards. 3 tokens. Okay, I don't know what I'm gonna do with 3 tokens. A season 8 ball. Okay, don't know what I'm gonna do with that. At this point of the game, I mean, probably not gonna be needing a diamond to come in, because I'm season 8, like, out of what, 10 seasons. So I'm probably not gonna need a diamond. 5 tokens. Pink diamond. Okay, I can live with that. Glass skin pack. Okay. Fan favorites pack. Okay, and 10 tokens. Okay, I mean, this right here is a good reward. Diamond shoes, Galaxy Opus. Okay, now we're talking. 30 tokens. I mean, you get what I'm saying? It's just like 3 tokens, 10 tokens, a ball, a slasher badge pack. Like, if anything, can you make these gold or higher? Or can I get an option pack where I get to choose my badge? Like, I'll take choosing 1 Hall of Fame badge over getting 3 bronze badges. I would. I mean, I don't know about y'all. Like, post score badge pack, Century Board. I mean, Century Board's a good idea too. I'll give you that. Century Board's a good idea. So on to the next. Y'all know I've been saying this for a while too. I think freestyle could be such an underrated proponent of my team. I think freestyle, you should be able to go into freestyle and obviously use your team, your roster, whatever, like this, change a lot, whatever your lineup is, be able to use whatever cards you have in here. But there should also be an option when you get to the actual freestyle to use any card in the game. So for example, and y'all know my reason behind it, but I'll explain again. Say I want to get, God, I don't know. Let's just say. Say I want to play with or test out this magic. Obviously, I know the in-game magic, they're all going to have the same animations, but let's just say I want to test this magic out. For me to test out this magic, how do I know if I want him or not? Because I've never played with him before. I never dribbled with him before, shot with him, seen him play defense and stuff. So how do I know if I want it? It's just like when you go buy a car, you don't go buy a car and they say, well, you know, you can't get in it, touch it, drive it, none of that. You have to just look at it and buy it. No, you get to do a test drive, you get to do all that stuff, and then you decide after hours, okay, do I want to spend all this money on the car or yada yada yada. Just like, you know, some of these cards, especially, I mean, I have 12K MT, I don't really care, but when you get up to the in-game cards that cost millions, or the Michael Jordan card that came out cost millions of MT, the Shaq cards, for some people this is maybe expensive, but it's like, if I'm going to spend days playing domination or just grinding my team to get enough MT to buy these cards, what if I buy them and they suck? Like I bought a Melo card, didn't do my research on them, didn't know the behind the back. Just like I bought a Kobe card and I bought, I guess, the wrong one who had the shitty behind the back. And I was stuck with that card now. I spent my MT on it, so I'm just stuck with this card that has animations that I don't like. And the only thing I can do about it is sell it, probably usually for a loss. Like freestyle, you should be able to come in here and go into the 2K database and pick any theme, any card, any theme, any event, any overall, and just be able to test it out. Obviously, this doesn't leave freestyle because you can't use it, you know, for triple threat, offline, online, domination, challenge games. It should just be a freestyle thing that you can use and test out any card in the game. Something else too, it's got to be a fast way to get MT. So currently, I think the most, I'm about to say the fastest way, but one of the best ways to get MT is to play Dom. Like you see the MT you get for this, so you pretty much can get 1,000 MT per Dom game. But the Dom games are just, you know, 30-minute games, because each game is 5-minute quarters, which nothing leads me to my next point. 2K should make all of these offline game modes at the most 3-minute quarters. Now, if you got to get a triple-double or you got to get 20 blocks or something like that, okay, then make it 5 minutes. But 2K, for the most part, all these Dom games should be 3-minute quarters. Like, but yeah, it should definitely be a faster way to get MT. Like, I shouldn't have to spend my VC or buy VC to then buy packs. Excuse me, to buy packs to get good cards and then sell those cards for MT. Like it's too much runaround just to get MT. It should be an easy way to get MT. And then also I think 2K should reward the offline grind mode. Like I said, one of the things they can do is make these Dom games, you know, shorter for people who play Dom. Like obviously I'm almost halfway there with James Harden. I was really just playing just to knock out challenges to level up, but like the offline grind should be rewarded more. Somebody who doesn't play this game a lot but has money to blow should not be able to come on here, do this, buy, I don't know, a few $100 or $200 worth of these packs, and have a better team than somebody who spends, say, a week grinding this game offline to level up. Like, it shouldn't be so much pay to win with 2K. Like, yes, if you put money in the game, you should be rewarded because you're paying money, which in turn helps 2K. But I shouldn't literally be able to get outplayed or have my team bested by somebody who literally just puts in the credit card information every time and gets the card they want. And which brings me on to my next point too. I mean, even with that, the pack odds are terrible. So let's go ahead and look at this. Let's see. Okay, so this is probably a bad example because the pack odds for these are increased. But usually it's like less than 2% or less than 3.5% for 2K for pack odds. Like that is terrible. Why is it? And then this is the ironic thing. It's not going to be rare no matter what. I don't care what anybody says. If the pack odds were 50% for the dark matter or 2%, you can go in the auction house and always find 1,000 of those cards. Always. You can always do it. Like, let's see. Let's do Invincibles. So it doesn't matter if they make it rare to get the card or they make it you know, everybody has the card. You can always go to the auction house and find 1,000 of the same exact cards. So it being rare or not doesn't matter because once you get to the auction house, all the bets are off. But the pack odds, I mean, it's like less than, sometimes I think it's 3.5, sometimes I think it's 2. Like, why is it such a low chance to get a good card in this game? Also, why if I open, for example, why if I open this pack, why do I get a fan favorites or a player from a relevant theme in this specifically themed pack? Like, let's test it out right now. Let's see if I get a dark matter for one, but also a player that is relevant to this theme. So let's see. Is it gonna be a pink diamond? So we get a pink diamond. So I don't even get the dark matter. Okay, so that's already checks off box number 1. That I don't get the dark matter. Let's see what theme this is from. Sixers, okay. 96 overall, obviously. So we get a Gamma Michael Carter Williams. Again, you see it in the background. I just opened an in-game Anthony Davis Kawhi Leonard pack. And I don't get either of those players. I don't get a player from the in-game theme. I don't get a Dark Matter. I get a 96 overall Gamma player. Like, again, it's just why is that in the game? And so now we're going to go over to our last section, which is just the interface of 2K. So, yeah. All right, so here we are. And as y'all know, I've said before that, you know, like you should be able to, you shouldn't have to, like, obviously, for me to be able to spawn in here, I had to complete the challenge. It was run, I think it was like 26.2 miles in the neighborhood to spawn here, to choose my spawn location. But as I've said, bro, y'all should know that you shouldn't have to unlock something like that. And I've already talked about the board items too. But it's just like the interface for 2K should be a lot better. So, for example, usually like if you get done with a My Career game, you click on My Career. When you load in, it'll be this menu right here. It'll be this menu, but you obviously won't be in the neighborhood. Like, it'll just be this menu. There should be an option in this menu where I can say it'll be right here, go to neighborhood. And one of these tabs should say join friends. And I should click on that tab, and it should, just like on my phone, like if I do this right here, it should bring up a list of all my friends, and I should be able to see them and do this. Click on join so-and-so in Antioch, join so-and-so in the lobby, join so-and-so in the My Court. I shouldn't have to, again, load to the neighborhood, get on my phone, see where my friends are at, then join them, and then go hunt them down. Like, it should just be, the interface should be a lot better. You should, like I said, you know, that's just loaded into the park with friends. And also with Rec, it should be the same way with Rec. If me and my friends, like, you know, me and my boys I play Rec with, we know we're gonna play Rec with each other every time we get on Rec. So if we're all on 2K, all in the same party, it should be a way from this interface I can click on something and get us all in the same lobby. I shouldn't have to join a lobby, wait for my friends to join me, manually all join or manually all send out invites, wait for them to get there, then wait another minute for pending squad invites, whatever that means. And then sometimes my friends join, your friends' location's at capacity. Like, it's at capacity for us to be in here for 2 seconds and then go inside the Rec and not even be at this full capacity place. Like, again, I shouldn't be spending more time trying to find a game than actually playing the game. Like, sometimes it legit, especially in the park, I mean, we can go test that out right now. Sometimes it legit will take you 20 minutes to find a game because people are just scared to play for some reason, or just whatever. Like, people see your rep, your rank, and they just don't want to play you. Like, so let's check out this park. Whenever it decides to load, like, it's just, I don't know, man. 2K has a lot completely dead. I don't see anybody in here. But yeah, just overall, you know, faster travel options. Like, I get it, you know, you can get a skateboard, a go-kart, maybe even a horseback in next year's 2K, but like, just spawning here and then running around everywhere, it's just extremely inefficient. Is there not a game? There's not a game even going on in this park. So you talk about, you know, struggling to find a game. I'm in a park right now, and there's literally not one game going on. Like, it's the middle of the day on 2K22, and there's not one game going on in this park. And 2K sees all this. This right here should be a problem. But it brings me to my last one. Like I've said this whole time, just hunting for games. Why do I have to? And then it's like, especially with this, if I don't have any friends online, like I have friends online now that I can join and get out of this park. But if I don't have any friends online, you know what I would have to do? I would have to do this right here. Run back over to these elevator doors, go downstairs, just to come right back up here just to load into a new park. And then if I'm stuck over there at the elevator and I go to the map and see another park, another empty park, I have to do the same thing over and over. And it's just like, 2K has to do a better job at putting me in full parks. So give me the option. Maybe it's in my settings. Do I want to join parks that are at 0.5% capacity or less, 0.5% capacity or more? Like, but to come in this park and see nobody on, it's just like, come on, 2K, you have to do better than that. So I mean, that pretty much concludes my list. And maybe I'll make a part 2. This video gets a lot of views, a lot of likes, and people want a part 2 because I'm sure I can think of more things. But it's just like with 2K, man, it's just so many problems. But because they're a monopoly, they don't really have a reason to fix them, because you're not going to go play another basketball game. You're either going to play 2K or you're not, like I did. Like, I didn't play 2K21 at all. Didn't buy the game because I heard it was shitty, and I watched a lot of videos on it and it looked terrible. And it's like, until the entire community can stand up to 2K and say, we're not going to play the game anymore, we're not going to put money into it, then they'll start doing things. But that's never happened, and it might never happen. But anyways, man, thank y'all for watching, and we'll see you next time.